Hello, Jamie Hunter from Fit Strong Personal Training. I wanted to share a few short videos this morning of movements that can help cyclists with their general day-to-day aches and pains, be it on the bike or what they experience after they get off the bike. Cycling is great fun, but let's be honest, the posture isn't perfect. We can spend a long time hunched over and we end up with some gnarly pains in our lower back and our hips and our shoulders, even our neck as well, and the arms get quite fatigued. So in this first video series, I want to show just three movements that can help with some of those general pains. Three simple movements you can do anywhere. You need no equipment, just a bit of floor space. That will help just unravel some of those tight spots around our shoulders, around our torso, and around our hips. The second series of videos will look at some strength movements to make us stronger on the bicycle, and who doesn't want that? Any questions or tips or any further contact, just get in contact after you watch the three videos. Thank you. So rocking is the first movement we're going to look at. I'm simply sitting on the floor and all sixes. My toes are on the floor, my knees are on the floor, my hands are on the floor. We try and keep a flattish back and we keep the head upright. And all I'm doing, as you can see, is rocking back and forth. Now, note how so far I've changed my foot angle a few times between having my toes together, my heels together, or the feet straight up and down. This simply addresses ankle mobility, and when the ankles move better, the knees and hips move better. Circular rocks, as you can see, I'm going around in circles, some clockwise, some anti-clockwise. You can lean right on the side of the shoulder or the side of the hips as you make those circles to get into all the muscles around those areas. You can even begin to incorporate some sit backs where you rock and you sit back to get into those deeper hip muscles. Quite a simple little maneuver. You can try rocking, don't need too much, 30 seconds, a minute. If you get more joy out of it, do more of it. Segmented rolling. Now here's an interesting move. Lying on the back to begin with, you lift your head, look at a point in the floor and reach forward with an arm. Your legs do nothing. It is just your arms. When they've loosened up a little bit, you move on to moving your legs. So you simply bring your knee up over the belly button and reach the leg across yourself. Again, your arms and your shoulders stay as much as possible on the floor. Rolling onto the front. I start by looking in the air, turn my shoulder, elbow and hand and reach for the point I'm looking at the ceiling. That's a valid point. Keep your eyes on your fingers. Let the legs relax. They might move around a little bit. That is fine. Now, if you feel pain during any of these moves, don't pursue it. Stay away from pain. You can begin to progress the leg movement by getting the sole of the foot onto the floor. When you're getting into those hip flexors, you might feel a stretch in the abs as well. And then back on the back again. And repeating. You can just do continual front to back using a limb, just any one limb. So segmented rolling, give that a go. Very simple, need a little bit of space, but you'd be amazed at how much it loosens up. So here's a rather older picture of me with much less hair than I currently have. Hip flexors do invariably get quite tight when we are cycling. So kneeling down, keep your torso upright, right from the hip through the top of the head. You can see here, I'm not leaning too far forward onto the shin. I'm just pushing my hip forward and back. And that's a hip flexor stretch.